Hey friends, what's up? Sunil here, and today I have very important phone in my hand. It's Redmi 4. Now this thing is selling exclusively on Amazon India. Links are again in description. It has 3 variants. Starts with 6999 for 2GB and 16GB, then 8999 for 3GB and 32GB, and 10999 for 4GB and 64GB variant. So as I said, it's very important phone because of 2 reasons. It belongs to most popular and highest selling category of smartphones in our country. I mean, we simply love to buy anything between 5 to 12,000 rupees. And then second, this phone got launched on 23rd of May on Amazon 12 noon, and Xiaomi claims that they sold about 250,000 plus units in less than 8 minutes. Then again it got listed on 30th of May, and again the phone got out of stock in less than 10 minutes. So guys, we are talking about 400 plus thousands of units sold in less than 20 minutes. This phone is selling like damn Bahubali hot chocolate. So this is something. So let's take a closer look and see what this phone got. So guys, let's start with what's inside this phone. So as I said earlier, this phone comes into 3 RAM variants, 2GB, 3GB and 4GB, with 16GB storage, 32GB storage and 64GB storage. Now this particular model is 3GB and 32GB variant. So basically Xiaomi has powered this phone with Snapdragon latest mid-ranger, this Snapdragon 435 chipset, which is an octa-core processor with standard A53 Cortex cores, and then it has a 4G of course. Now the screen is 5-inch HD ready or 720 by 1280 IPS LCD screen, and the body to screen ratio is 70.7%, so that's pretty good. I mean, the phone looks good, and it also very handy when you hold it. So it basically fits in your palm perfectly. So this phone, I guess, is perfect to hold for average hands. Then Xiaomi also say that it comes with Corning Gorilla Glass, but they have not specified which Corning Gorilla Glass. Is it 2, is it 3, or the latest 4? So that's a gray area. Then it has a 2.5D curved glass, so screen looks good, and even viewing angles are great. I mean, you can see. And it comes with Bluetooth 4 and all the basic sensors like compass, gyro, proximity. So if we will just look at the body, I mean, towards the right edge we have power on off button, and then volume up and down button. And then there's a nice cut for the antennas. At the left side we have only SIM tray. I mean, it is a dual SIM phone, but then it's a hybrid slot, so either you can put 1 SIM and 1 SD card, or 2 SIMs and no SD card, so keep that in mind. So left side is mostly blank, I mean only SIM tray, nothing else. If we see at the top, we have if you see at the top, we have a 3.5mm audio jack, and then we have a noise cancelling and microphone, secondary microphone. At the back we have fingerprint scanner here, and a 13 megapixel camera and a single flash for that. And then the MI branding, and then it says designed by Xiaomi, assembled in India, so basically made in India product. And at the bottom we have a USB type A slot for charging and data transfer, and this air vent type looking things are not actually vent but the speakers. And I have to say that design is pretty much clean from Xiaomi standard, but it's not the cleanest design you can find in the market. So that's from design department, guys. And yeah, I forgot to tell that this can support up to 128GB of SD card storage. So now let's move on to camera, guys. The rear camera is 13 megapixel with f2.0 aperture, and the front camera is 5 megapixel with f2.2 aperture. The rear camera has a features like panorama mode, face detection, HDR mode, and it can shoot videos up to 1080p at 30 frames per second, and the front camera can also record full HD video while you're chatting or doing Skype stuff. So just look at the camera user interface. It's very similar to Xiaomi's. I mean, you have the click button and then video button and the gallery button. You have the settings for filters. Basically you can choose different filters. Then this is to switch the camera mode. Then we have a option for flash off, auto on. Then we have HDR mode, HDR on, off. So the camera user interface is very similar to Xiaomi's phones, guys. I mean, the mode option, and then you can choose all your settings. So it's very simple. Now let's look at some pictures and videos captured from this camera, and you can see how this thing performs.
इसलिए जानता हूँ उसको भी बैच को, क्योंकि मेरे साथ ही 12th में पढ़ता था, तो क्षेत्रा गया था, अब ये सब छोड़ के वापस आ गया, क्यों चंडीगढ़ छोड़ के नहीं जाना, क्योंकि जॉब भी लगी नोएडा भी 6 दिन में छोड़ के आ गया, क्यों चंडीगढ़ जाना ही नहीं है।
Now let's take a look at its performance, guys. I'm using this phone for a little while, and then phone is working pretty good. I mean, all the apps are opening without much lag or anything. It's not basically irritating or giving an indication that it's a slow phone or it's a budget phone. I mean, see, Google app is opening, Book My Show, and even the net is running fine on this phone. Let's open a few more apps like Excel. Sorry, I didn't. So this is it. Even if you open Uber, this is it. And then the browser. MI has its own browser, and if you just open Google, let's search for as you can see, the phone is performing decently well. I mean, there's nothing to complain about at the price point. Let's open few more web pages and see. Yeah. So it's not blazingly fast, but then it's doing the stuff in decent pace. I'm using this phone, as I said, for a while, and the phone is performing good. There's no lag so far, I've noticed. Things are fine. If we'll just go to setting and about phone, we'll see it's Redmi 4 and it's running Android version of 6.0.1. So it's running Marshmallow. We are not sure if it will get the Android 7 Nougat, and if it will get by when. I mean, Xiaomi's normally have a bad name when it comes to updating their phone, and it's running MIUI version of 8.2. Again, as I said, octa-core at 1.4 GHz, RAM is 3 GB. So there's the phone information. Now let's check out this phone performance by some heavy users. So I've downloaded the Asphalt 8 and played this game for some while. The good thing is, guys, you can play this game on this phone. I mean, there is hardly any lag on the phone. So the new Snapdragon 435 chipset is really good. I mean, it's very power efficient, plus it can play games like Asphalt 8 smoothly. So it's quite a chipset for such a budget range. So I'll just play one game for your review. So let's play this thing. And also guys, I know many of you will be wondering what about the heat issue. Xiaomi's phones are normally known for heating. Now this phone is no exception, but it doesn't heat that much. If you compare it with the Redmi Note 4, it is a better phone when it comes to heating issues. The temperatures in this phone is still very much controlled. It is not going, uncomfortably hot even while playing games. So yeah, let's play this game and see how hot this phone gets. Right now it's normal, it's not very hot. So now notice it's taking a little bit longer on loading the game. Now that's fine because it's after all a mid-ranger chipset. So let's go. Yeah, so you can see the audio is I know I'm not doing well in this game. Many of you will be saying what the hell I'm playing, but then that's it. But then, so as you see guys, the phone is really performing well. Let it be games, browsing or apps. Now guys, the temperature of this phone, it does get a little hot, but it's still much better than the Note 4. I can feel a little bit sweat in my fingers, but then again it's not as hot as Redmi Note 4. So as I said, it's better than Redmi Note 4 when it comes to heat control. So now let's talk about the feel of this phone guys. Now this phone feels really good. The metal quality is not very premium, but then again it's a budget phone, so you can't expect a lot of premium thing from this phone, but then still it's feel good. It has a matte finish and it feels really good in hand. The best part is the screen size. It's a 5-inch, and as you can see, I can probably hold this phone perfectly in my arm, and I can use this phone corner to corner in one hand. I don't have to use my both hands to use this phone. So that's an advantage of having a 5-inch or 5.2-inch phone. And personally, I like this screen size, this form factor. So that's a great advantage if you don't like using your phone with two hands. And then if I'll talk about values guys, as I said, this phone starts from 6,999 in market. There are other phones in the market, let's say the Xiaomi's own Redmi 4A, then Lenovo K5 Plus, Lenovo K6 Power, which is also a very famous phone in this category, then Panasonic Ilyuga Note. So these are the few competitors of this phone, but again I feel because it has the latest hardware and the phone screen is also good, camera is decent, can perform really well. So I feel under 10,000 rupees, this is probably the best phone you can buy right now in our market. Now Lenovo K6 Power comes very close, but then again I feel this is probably a better bet when you're buying phone under 10,000 rupees. Of course it has few drawbacks also. The first is its availability. You have to wait for the sale day, and then again it's similar to like booking train Tatkal ticket. You have to sit with your friends and all family member logged into Amazon and try to add it to cart and place an order. So that's a little headache, but then Xiaomis are known for these things. Plus, you know, again the screen, I mean, Xiaomi say it's a Gorilla Glass, but then which one, don't know. So it shows the company's attitude, you know, towards their consumer. I mean, they are not clear, so that is one thing, and there is some heating issue. But then again, overall, given the cost, this phone is quite decent, and this phone actually looks good, man. I mean, in black color it actually looks good. What do you say, should I keep this phone or return it back? So that's it from today, guys. Share your opinion in comment section. If you like the video, hit thumbs up. Don't like it, thumbs down. Do click on that red subscribe button to get subscribed to this channel. I will see you soon. Till then, take care. Ciao.